Did you guys know we could trade dicks now? I just found this out like an hour ago. Hopkins Medicine performs the first total penis and scrotum transplant in the world. This is crazy. There's even like a digital video of how they did it. I'd love to show you the video, but I'm afraid because there's just like a cartoon dick throughout the whole thing, and I don't know if YouTube is cool with me showing cartoon dicks. I know they're not cool with real dicks. Cartoons, there may be some leeway there, but I'm not gonna take a risk. But just to put it in very basic terms, they cut out basically a fourth of your body, like your dick, balls, and then most of like outward towards your hips, and even some stomach. Seems like overkill to me, but I'm not, I'm not doing surgeries out here. But then they cut out a piece of you, then they cut out a piece of the guy who's donating his dick, and then they literally just slap that shit onto you and start connecting wires. I'm serious, like this is the urethra, you just connect that bitch and then funnel the rest of that shit in there, and then there's like arteries, you just connect those bitches, and then you have veins where it's like blue wire, blue wire. This is literally like fusing a bomb. You know what I mean? Not diffusing a bomb. You know what, like Tom Cruise, he's like, I don't know which wire to... This is like just connect everything, it's color-coded, it's very simple. And you know, it's weird because I realize that this is probably an incredibly difficult procedure, and it's amazing that we can even do it. But I think it's funny how this video is making it seem like it's like changing an outlet or like hot wiring a car. It's like, yeah, just connect these two, it'll spark, and then the car will turn on. That's basically what's going on here. This video makes it seem like one of the easiest things in the world. Like if all you gotta do is cut it out, slap it on, and connect a few wires, I could definitely get it done. Okay, so if you need to switch dicks, hit me up. It's gonna cost way less than this will cost in a hospital. Trust me. Because shit like this is definitely not covered under health insurance. Not my health insurance anyway. Fucking, I got strep throat, went to the doctor, like, oh yeah, it's gonna be $1,000 copay. $1,000 copay? Like what the fuck, if I knew it was gonna be $1,000, I wouldn't have came here. I would just stayed home, let the strep throat develop into like scarlet fever, and then died. All right, I'm not paying this $1,000. $1,000. What am I paying for? $1,000 so you can stick a Q-tip down my throat and tell me I'm sick? I know I'm sick. Is it the Q-tip? Because I'll bring my own fucking Q-tip next time. How much does that deduct from the price? But seriously, when I saw this, I was just like blown away. And then I started going on Google and I was just looking up like scientific breakthroughs. I fell down this big rabbit hole. While I was like clicking around, I found this article and I was like, wait, hold, what's going on? Elon Musk announces SpaceX plans to fly out 2 space tourists around the moon. Space tour? Are you out of your fucking mind? And by the way, when I say that, I'm not talking to Elon Musk, because do your thing, create what you want. You're not out of your mind. That guy is actually super in his mind, if that's an expression, because he's always creating shit and he's smart as hell. It's actually a little too smart. It's kind of scary. I feel like this dude is able to create a machine that's indestructible, and then it's gonna make us all be his sex slave one day or something. But what was I talking about? Oh, who in their right mind wants to go on a tour in space? Do you just have no regard for you're gonna get in a rocket, a missile. You're gonna get in a missile and shoot it into the sky, and then when you get into space, you gotta hope that is everything cool? Is it good? Because if a flat tire or something like that happens, you're just gonna float. You're just gonna float until you die. Anyone who wants to go to space is not, like, I get astronauts, I need to go out there, I need to explore and help mankind. I get that, you're a brave person. But if you want to just go to, let's see the view. Can we see our house from here? Can we see it, Dawn? If you just want to go for that reason, you're fucking crazy. The Guardian notes that NASA pays the Russian space agency $90 million per person for a flight to the ISS. So it's likely that this trip will cost more than $200 million. $200 million! If I'm paying $200 million to go on a space tour, I better get to have sex with like 3 different species of aliens. Bizarre worm species without a brain or anus may be our earliest ancestor. No brain or anus? How does it be? How does it go? What is that? By the way, if you had the choice of getting like a brain or an anus, which one are you choosing? I feel like the impulsive answer is brain. Like when you get that question, you're like, dude, brain, obviously, like what? But if you really think about, like seriously consider this. Remember the last time you had really bad constipation? Now imagine that forever. I'm definitely in the minority here. but I think I hold my anus in higher regard than my brain. And that probably explains a lot. But yo, no brain or anus? Jesus, that's a tough life. I mean, the good news is we can give it a dick. That's a new development. We could, you know, no brain, no anus, but we could slap a dick on that thing, no problem. Just gotta connect a couple wires. It's fucking easy. Anyway, that's all for this week's video. If you'd like to buy one of these Santagato fireman shirts, you can go to thesantagatostore.com. We also have the gray ones for sale, which are fire. I don't even have them yet, so if you buy one, you're probably gonna get it before I do. And I have a podcast called The Basement Yard that comes out every Monday on iTunes and SoundCloud, so you can check that out. It's called The Basement Yard, and that is all. I'll see you next time. Bye.